Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to my 40th TTM video, old number 40, where today I will share 4 TTMs I got through the mail. It's been a rough one, cold winter so far as the mail is concerned, and I will give a few shout-outs. I see that a lot of folks have gotten their packages, so I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all the kind things you've said on your channels about the packages. It was my pleasure to do the giveaway and hopefully do it again this December. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's, and as everybody's doing safe. I had a good one. I only had one problem, and that was that I got a call on Christmas Eve. Someone was trying to steal my credit card. They were trying to purchase a suit in Italy, a very expensive suit. They tried to purchase $600 worth of balloons, and they also tried to buy like a $300 piece of art. So luckily they didn't have to pay for it, but always check your credit cards. Make sure you got, the fraud stuff out there, because they will try to rob you blind. Also want to say that 3 folks, there's only 3 that haven't claimed their prizes from the giveaway. Avid Atlanta fan with the hanger box there. The 5 vintage packs of cards right there from Lurock TV, won that. And also the pack of cards there. That's the Card Dojo. Get my finger out of there. So these are the 3 right there. And if you guys want them, that's great. I will certainly ship them out to you. Just contact me on the email that I'll leave in the description. If you don't, that's okay too. Just tell me you don't want them. I won't be upset. Your choice. You won them, so if you want them, that's cool. But please let me know by the 8th. That's Friday, because January the 8th, that's Elvis's birthday. So it's as good a day as any to set a deadline, I think. Now, the shout-outs. First shout-out will go to Mr. Hedgehog. Great channel. He's got great material on there. If you haven't subscribed, old Hedgehog, check him out. He's got good stuff. Second channel, Johnny Serena, another one. Does a lot of TTMs. Great channel to check out. He's out there in Tennessee. And then we got NB Collectibles, way up in Canada. He's new. He's only got about 26 subscribers, but he's got a really good channel. He does a lot of giveaways. He's doing some right now if you want to get involved. He breaks cards open and will give you a team. And if you get the team in those cards, he'll send them to you. So check him out. Nice guy up there in Canada. French-Canadian. My wife's grandmother was from Canada, the French part, so like that. And we got OddBall Cards, another great channel. Has a lot of good rips as well, and is very entertaining in his videos. So check those guys out. They got great stuff. And also, this contest I won, or a giveaway I won, I should say. He does a lot of these. Comedy Nachos sports cards. You got to like your nachos with your sports cards and a little comedy. I got this autographed card of Jacob Amaya of the Dodgers right there. That was a nice one to get. He gives out stuff like that, and that was one of the things I got. Picks out your name. And also I got a couple football cards. Drew Brees, which I never had any Drew Breeses, so this is real nice to get Mr. Breeze. I got Danielle Hunter, the Minnesota Vikings, right there. And I also got a prospect card, basketball, Duke Blue Devils, R.J. Barrett. So thank you, Mr. Comedy Nachos, sports cards. Now let's get down to business. The first TTM we got, 14 days. No fee, came from Ohio, Columbus. It's a little Ohio theme today in these TTMs, and it came from former Undisputed Heavyweight Champion of the World, Mr. James Buster Douglas. Signed these 2 Goodwin Champions cards that I picked up. Thought they'd look good with the signature, and they look real good. James Buster Douglas, born on April 7th, 1960 in Columbus, Ohio. He's 60 years of age, the son of boxer William Dynamite Douglas. Buster here attended Lyndon McKinley High School, where he played football and basketball. He led Lyndon to a Class AAA basketball championship in 1977. After his high school days, he played basketball for Coffeyville Community College in Coffeyville, Kansas. He was a power forward there from 1977 to 78. And then he played basketball at Sinclair Community College in Dayton, Ohio from 1979 to 80, before finally playing at Mercyhurst University in Erie, PA on a basketball scholarship. Yeah. He eventually moved back to Columbus to focus on his boxing career. Originally, he was known as the Desert Fox. That's because his friends read a book and they mistakenly thought that General Douglas MacArthur was called the Desert Fox. Instead, it was actually German Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, and once Buster found that out, he stopped using that name. His first pro fight was on May 31st, 1981, almost 40 years ago, a couple months it will be, against Dan O'Malley in a 4-round bout which he won. He had a lot of fights after that and pretty much became a journeyman fighter. It looked like he was going nowhere. He got his big chance on February 11th, 1990, almost 31 years ago in Tokyo, Japan. He was going to take on the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. Buster here was a 42-1 underdog. No one had taken Mike Tyson past the 5th round since 1987. Everybody thought, well, this is just a tune-up fight for Tyson for his eventual fight with Evander Holyfield. Everybody except Buster Douglas, pretty much that was. Mike Tyson didn't train hard. His corner was terrible in that fight as well. They really didn't seem to know what they were doing. 23 days before the fight, Buster Douglas's mother died at the age of 46. A lot of people thought, well, he's just not going to be in the game mentally. He may even pull out, but he didn't. Stuck with it, and he famously knocked out Mike Tyson in the 10th round of their bout. I remember seeing the tape of that and watching Mike Tyson scramble on the floor for his mouthpiece because he was out. He was out. I woke up the next morning. Someone told me, they showed me the paper. First they were like, Mike Tyson lost last night? I was like, that's impossible. And it sure was. Front page of the Washington Post at the time. Believed it. He had one title defense, which was on October 25th, 1990 in Las Vegas against Evander Holyfield. And he pretty much ate himself out of the championship because he came in weighing 246 pounds, 15 pounds heavier than when he fought Tyson. And he didn't look good. He got knocked out in the 3rd round of the fight. And that was pretty much it for him. He finished his career with 38 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 25 KOs. Health problems after he was fighting, he had a lot of them. He almost reached 400 pounds and went into a diabetic coma where he nearly died, but thank goodness he didn't. And he hopefully is getting his life health-wise better. He is a member of the Coffeyville Community College Men's Basketball Hall of Fame. He's also one of the few non-Ohio State students with the opportunity to dot the I during the performance of the Script Ohio by the OSU Marching Band. So Buster Douglas, again, you want to write him. 14 days it took me, no fee, and they really look good in those cards. All right, second TTM, he signed 2 cards. He's a gentleman. Here, another Cleveland connection, Mr. Cornell Warner, former NBA player there, signed the Bucks card and the Cavs card. Cornell Warner took 29 days. There was no fee. It came from California. He was born on August 12, 1948 in Jackson, Mississippi. He's 72 years of age. Attended Jackson State, same school as Walter Payton. He went there. In the 1970 NBA draft, he was picked in the 2nd round with the 24th pick by the Buffalo Braves. Yes, Buffalo had a team, kids. They eventually moved. The last owner, well, not the last owner, but the next last owner that Buffalo had was John Y. Brown. He eventually would be the governor of Kentucky. He's the guy that bought Kentucky Fried Chicken from the Colonel and made it huge as far as fast food. He traded with the owner of the Boston Celtics. They swapped teams, and the owner of the Buffalo Braves then eventually moved the team to San Diego, where they became the Clippers. The 1970 number 1 pick, incidentally, was Bob Lanier out of St. Bonaventure. Cornell's career lasted from 1970 to 77. He played in Buffalo, played with Cleveland, Milwaukee, and with the Lakers. He scored 2,860 points, about 6.4 a game, 3,353 rebounds, about 7.5 a game, and 494 assists, about 1.1 a game. So thank you, Mr. Warner, signing these two Topps cards here. Very nicely it came out. And number 3 took 21 days. This one came from Arizona. There was no fee. It was an 8x10, so I get to easel out. And that's a former NBA star, Dan Marley, Thunder Dan, as he's known. Daniel Lewis Marley, Dan, Thunder Dan, whatever you want to call him. Born on September 9th, 1965 in Traverse City, Michigan. He's 55. Attended Central Michigan University in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. A little shout out to them. I didn't go there, but I'll give him a shout out. In the 1988 NBA draft, he was picked in the first round with the 14th pick by the Phoenix Suns. Now, Phoenix got that pick from Cleveland. Why? Because they traded. Cleveland traded that pick to Phoenix along with guard Kevin Johnson for a guy by the name of Larry Nance. When the fans in Phoenix heard this pick, they booed. They booed in that arena. Coach Cotton Fitzsimmons said to them, "You'll be sorry you ever booed him," and I believe he was right. He was part of the 1993 Suns team that lost in the finals to the Chicago Bulls. He played with Phoenix on 2 separate occasions, Cleveland and Miami. After his NBA career was over, he was an assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns and was the head coach at Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona in the WAC Conference from 2013 to 2020. He won 136 games and lost 89. About 60.4 was his winning percentage, so he did a good job. He was 3 times an All-Star, 2 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, was 3 times First Team All-MAC in college, was a USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year in 1988, and was a member of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team, which went to South Korea, and they won the bronze medal, and that outraged everybody because that was really the only time the United States had lost and not won the gold medal outside of 72, where they were cheated out of the gold medal against the Soviets. And that, of course, led to the Americans deciding we're going to have professionals play. So that was the last college team. He scored 10,925 points, about 11.4 a game, 4,265 rebounds, about 4.5 a game, and 2,755 assists, about 2.9 a game. He's in the Phoenix Suns Ring of Honor, the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame, and the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. And he also owns 4 sports grill restaurants called Marley's, yes. So, thank you, Mr. Marley. You want to write out to him. Good TTMer. And the last one is a baseball. And this is, get a little shot in there. Former Major Leaguer Sonny Siebert. This took 21 days from Missouri. I did send $10 with it because it was a ball, and I think he charges $5 for a photo or something like that. So, Wilfred Charles Siebert, better known as Sonny, born on January 14th, 1937 in St. Mary, Missouri. And birthday coming up, so early happy birthday to him. He went to the University of Missouri, played on the 1958 team that lost the College World Series in 12 innings that year. His Major League career went from 1964 to 75, where he played for the Cleveland Indians, yes, from 64 to 69, the Boston Red Sox from 69 to 73, and then with the Texas Rangers, the St. Louis Cardinals, the San Diego Padres, before finishing up in Oakland. On June 10th, 1966, he threw a no-hitter against the Washington Senators. In 1967, he was 3rd in the American League in ERA. In 1969, he was traded from Cleveland to Boston in a deal that involved about 6 players. The player that came from Boston with him with the biggest name was Ken Harrelson, the Hawk. On September 2nd, 1971, he was, I believe, the last American League pitcher to hit 2 home runs in one game. They brought the DH in 73. He did this against the Baltimore Orioles. In his career, he won 140 games, lost 114, so he had a pretty good record. 3.21 ERA, 1,513 strikeouts. Hitting-wise, he hit 173 in his career, 12 homers and 57 RBIs, so he's pretty with a bat. 2 times was an All-Star, and in 1971, he actually hit 266 and hit 6 homers and drove in 15 runs, so that was really good. I asked him to inscribe on the ball, two-time All-Star and 6'10", 66 NH, which he nicely did. So thank you, Mr. Siebert, for that. That'll look great in the old collection of baseballs. And also just want to give a shout out to my family. They got me a lot of Christmas presents, but this one I'll show. This program I didn't have is an American League Championship Series program from 1975 between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. I believe this is the Oakland version, which I'd never seen. And it has the 3 World Series trophies on there, as they were the 3-time defending champs and wound up losing in 75, upset by the Red Sox, who went on to play the Reds, the Big Red Machine, in the World Series. So thank you, family, for that. I hope everyone is doing well, and I want to thank you all for watching. Let's be kind to each other. Let's have a good year and a fun year. You know, this is a fun thing to do, and if anybody needs any addresses, if I can help, you know, don't be shy about sending me an email. I will do the best I can. And everyone out there, please stay safe. And I want to say a good night tonight to the great state of Iowa. So, catch you next time.